Last Sunday, a 61-year-old man walked into the lobby of a Chicago hotel. He wasn't the tallest or the richest. He didn't have a six-pack or a full head of hair, yet every woman between 40 and 55 in the lobby noticed him within seconds. Not because he was tall or trying to show off, but because of 5 specific things his body was doing without him even realizing it. And when I finish this video, you'll see men, including yourself, in a completely different light. Because what I'm about to discuss literally contradicts everything society has taught you about acting and attraction. Stay tuned, because this information is something that remains hidden from men their entire lives, costing them real relationships every single day. Here's the truth no one tells you. Women, especially women over 35, don't pay attention to what you might assume. Most men over 60 have already given up on the game of attractiveness. They've fallen prey to the misconception that you become invisible after a certain age, that younger men dominate the scene, and that their best years are behind them. But this very idea is the real problem, because this is precisely what science and psychology so vividly demonstrate. The world-renowned researcher and relationship therapist, Esther Perel, dedicated decades to the study of desire, and her findings revolutionized everything. She observed that the attraction between women actually becomes deeper and more specific with age. Women don't stop noticing men. They simply pay attention to other, more significant things that truly matter. And men who understand these things have an almost unfair advantage over all other men in the room. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relations confirmed this. As women age, their attractiveness patterns shift away from superficial things, a toned body, full lips, a fancy car, toward what researchers call character traits. Physical signs that reveal something real and profound about a man's true nature. And the damn thing is, these character traits are located in parts of the body that most men don't think about. They never talk about them, they never pay attention to them. And that's your chance. Because anyone who understands this avoids every room without even trying. Let's go! Number 1. And this is different because almost no man sees it coming. The hands. Women notice the hands first, not the face first, not the size, the hands. And often it happens unconsciously. It occurs automatically. Esther Perel describes the hands as one of the most revealing canvases for a person's character. The way a man's hands look and move tells a woman everything. How he treats himself, how caring he is, how present he is in the moment, and that includes how he might treat them. Think about it for a moment. Your hands essentially perform a background check even before you say hello. So what exactly are women scanning? First, the face. Not manicured as if posing for a photo, but preserved. Cracked hands. Clear skin underneath, no more dry skin after years of despair. Small things, but a comprehensive survey by a leading cosmetics brand revealed that 68% of women said that poorly held hands immediately ruined their appeal on a first date. 68%. That's not an insignificant number. Almost 7 out of 10 women walk right past without a second thought, before you even say a word. Secondly, the movement. Are your hands calm and deliberate when you speak? Or are they nervous, tense, and tucked away in your pockets? Anthropologist Dr. David Givens, who has studied nonverbal communication for many years, has discovered that hand gestures are one of the strongest signals of attraction in human interaction. Calm and purposeful. Hand gestures convey confidence on a level that words alone cannot achieve. And thirdly, it's fascinating. Women notice signs of their hands' capabilities. A little effort, proof that these hands have actually accomplished something. They built things. They repaired things. It's no coincidence that the expression, skilled with their hands, has a romantic connotation. It demonstrates genuine competence, and women respond to that instinctively. Pull yourself together. It's one of the easiest paths to success. Before we continue, if this has already changed your perspective, please subscribe to my channel now. This channel delves deeper into male psychology, attraction, and the things that truly work at every stage of life. Subscribing only takes 2 seconds, and you'll never miss content like this again. Now for something that really surprises almost every man who hears it. Number 2, the arms. I know what you're thinking. Arms? Seriously? Yes, seriously. And the research clearly proves it. In several studies on independence, women were asked to name a man's most attractive body parts. Arms scored higher than legs, higher than thighs, and in some studies, they even competed directly with the face. That's why it's so important. Arms are among the few body parts visible in social settings. Legs are hidden under a shirt. arms usually covered by boots. But as soon as a man rolls up his boots to grab something, to repair something, or simply because it's hot outside, his arms are immediately visible. Esther Perel has a concept she calls microexposure. Those small, unintentional moments of physical revelation that spark genuine interest. A rolled-up shirt sleeve is just such an example. It's intimate without being intrusive. It's relevant without seeming over the top. And biologically speaking, arms signal physical prowess, tremendous strength, control, and the ability to handle things in the real world. For men over 60, a tip: arm muscles can actually become more defined with age, because years of use create a real definition that no gym workout can fully achieve. Drink plenty of fluids, get regular exercise outdoors, and, for heaven's sake, don't constantly hide your arms under long leggings. Number 3. The eyes, and especially what surrounds them. Everyone knows that eyes are important, but what women over 35 truly perceive goes far beyond color or shape. Esther Perel wrote about what she calls the gaze of presence. A man's eyes reveal whether he's fully present in the moment or mentally elsewhere. And here's something that will change your perception of aging. Those wrinkles around the eyes? Laugh lines? A study from the University of the West in Canada found that people with laugh lines are perceived as significantly more authentic, warmer, and more trustworthy than those without. This is not a mistake. This is a tool. It is proof of a fulfilled life. But the eyes themselves have to do the work. Women pay particular attention to 3 things: the quality of their attention. When you look at someone, do you feel seen or understood? Expressiveness. Do the other person's eyes really change when you talk about things that are important to them? And signs of health, clarity, alertness, appropriate mobility. These things are unconsciously processed as indicators of general vitality. I spoke with a woman who met her current partner when she was 58 and he was 62. I asked her what she had noticed first. She couldn't even remember his eye color, but she remembered exactly how he felt when her eyes met his. She said she felt interesting. She felt brave for paying attention to him. This feeling arises from presence, and presence is first shown in the eyes. You can train this. Put your phone away. Calm your inner restlessness. Be fully present in the moment when you speak to someone. Be there immediately. Number 4. And I promised you this point would be important. The arms and posture. This is the body part that almost, without exception, men over 60 no longer take care of, and it's possibly the strongest sign of attraction on this entire list. Here's something disturbing. Women categorize men based on their body language in less than 2 seconds. Vital or in decline. Confident or inhibited. Is contact worthwhile or should it be avoided? These decisions are based almost exclusively on how a man moves in a room. A study published in the journal Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that an upright and open posture significantly increases perceived attractiveness, more than clothing, marriage, or even facial symmetry. Let it rise. Esther Perel speaks of posture as a core element of what she calls erotic presence, the physical expression of energy and engagement with the world. Forward lunges signal defeat and retreat. Backward lunges at hip height are a controlled movement. They show that a man continues to fully participate in life. A woman I interviewed described attending a class. 2 men, the same age, similar build. One walked with straight shoulders and a brisk pace. The other walked with his shoulders hunched and purposeful. She said the difference was so striking it seemed almost unreal. One looked 20 years older than the other, even though they were born in the same year. The good news? Your posture is one of the few things you can now completely control. Pay attention to your shoulder position, consciously correct it throughout the day, and strengthen your upper shoulder muscles. The benefits of this investment are enormous and immediately noticeable. And before we wrap up, honestly, if this video resonates with you, subscribe to our channel now. Share it with a man in your life who absolutely needs to know this. Because this information is truly rare, and the men who receive it first remain ever present. The mouth and its movements, not just smiling, but the entire system. Tongue, teeth, and above all, the mouth's function in speaking and expressing oneself. Esther Perel describes the mouth as central to communication and attraction, noting that women often unconsciously assess a man's mouth during a conversation, perceiving not only the words but also their shape. The mouth thus becomes an indicator of intimacy, even before physical closeness occurs. This is precisely what women observe. First and foremost, dental health is what matters, not perfect teeth. On the contrary, excessively perfect teeth can look artificial and ostentatious. It's about basic care, clean, fresh, and not neglected. The American Dental Association found that 73% of women noticed teeth first. This percentage increased among older women. Secondly, the quality of the smile. Is it noticeable? Does it seem natural or forced? Women can distinguish between a genuine and a fake smile with astonishing accuracy, and fake smiles diminish attractiveness. And thirdly, how does your mouth move when you speak? Do you speak clearly and confidently? Or do you shout and rush? A speech therapist I consulted explained to me that women process men's speech partly visually. They observe the mouth movements and listen to the voice at the same time. That's why a face-to-face conversation creates a stronger connection than a phone call. In men over 60, the wrinkles around the mouth, resulting from years of facial expressions, are clearly visible, not softened at all. The mouth reveals a lot about a person's character. Make sure your story is told clearly, authentically, and deliberately. And that's exactly where we've arrived. 5 body parts. Hands that express care and confidence. Arms that reveal physical strength in everyday moments. Eyes that radiate presence and genuine attention. Legs and posture that proclaim enduring vitality. And a mouth that hints at both the health and the kind of intimacy a man is capable of. You don't need a gym membership or an expensive procedure for that. You need awareness. You need the decision to actively engage with your own life and reflect on how you present yourself in the world. For here lies the ultimate truth to which Esther Perel repeatedly returns in her research. Desire is fundamentally a reaction to aliveness, to presence. Regarding the energy a person radiates into a room, these 5 body parts are simply the places where this energy becomes visible. Men who understand this not only appear more attractive as a result, they will be unforgettable. And in a world where most men over 60 are already mentally detached, understanding that makes you a rarity. If this video has changed anything for you, then the next video you should watch is already on your screen.